These rare images coming out of Iran were filmed on Sunday night. Moshtaba, referring to Moshtaba Khamenei. His nomination as the new supreme leader was announced on state television. He's replacing his father, who was killed on the 28th of February. Despite internet restrictions, our team has been able to interview several Iranians, who we've anonymized for their security.
The nomination of Mojtaba Khamenei is the worst news we could have had during this war. We were already living in difficult circumstances. It gives me a horrible feeling, the worst I could have. I hope, as they said, they will get rid of him quickly, because the people who are supposedly divided have one thing in common. They want to get rid of the Islamic Republic.
A point of view shared by Dariush, a Tehran resident who reached us via encrypted message.
Since his nomination, our hopes have been crushed. We feel that they might announce an end to the war without any concrete change, and that the objectives of the people won't be achieved. We will be back to step one, or in an even worse situation.
For around 10 days, Iranians have been subjected to incessant bombing throughout the country. Over the weekend, a strike to an oil depot in Tehran saw the capital smothered in black smoke.
I went out once or twice to go to the shops. There was nobody in the streets.
Other residents chose to leave the city.
The main reason I left was the pollution in the air, because we don't know when the fire will be completely put out. The second reason is that for the last few days I have been shut in at home. I needed to get some fresh air.
This hit to Iran's energy infrastructure means there are now concerns about petrol supply shortages across the country.
I'd prefer if the bombs they are dropping hit military targets. There are so many bases, so many checkpoints and barracks, rather than targeting our oil depots. Because of this, the petrol stations will only let us fill up 20 litres a day, and the queues have got very long.
It's very worrying. A lot of people want to be able to travel. The authorities say there is no shortage, but this rationing shows the truth.
Despite the strikes, which have taken out much of the country's leadership, the regime and its supporters seem to be clinging on to power.
Supporters of the regime take to the streets every night between 8 and 10 p.m. It's as if they have a fixed meeting. Repressive tactics are still being deployed. I'd say about 70% of the regime is still there. In the streets and in the main squares, we can see military vehicles like you see in Hollywood films. These vehicles are so frightening, we don't dare to approach them.
Vahid, who had hoped the war would be beneficial, is now starting to worry.
I don't understand what their plan is. What's their end game? They speak so confusingly, whether it's Trump, Netanyahu, or Pete Hegseth.
For many Iranians, their main feeling about the war is uncertainty. There's been no let-up since it started on the 28th of February.